Okay, so who needs money when you've got YouTube, the free site spreading political messages further and faster than any paid advertising? Will that help America get a third-party candidate who can win? Time to go head-to-head. Cody, what do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are at the cusp of the blasting apart of the two-party political system. What's going to happen, sites like YouTube, I have a site called reprevolution.com, and what these sites do is they allow people to actually be empowered to allow a meritocratic system for what's actually for the type of candidates that actually matter. This allows a meritocratic system. But it creates
buzz, like this Obama guy who did this site that sort of pilloried Hillary. It creates buzz in the blogs, right? And establish a life for a third-party potential candidate, right?
Well, except that money drives the advertising, it drives the recognition to noted pools of people. Those who watch television, those who listen to radio, those who look at billboards. And that's what's going to drive it. And there's no accident that you've got record levels of money raised to push the candidates in the White House. And just like Howard Dean before her, he was great on the internet early on, but where is he now?
But the internet's a lot bigger, meaner, better than it was 4 years ago.
You're taking and
it's even bigger now.
It's going to be so much bigger in another 8 years. That's when we're really looking at it.
Rebecca, what would be the scenario that a third-party candidate would benefit from this?
I mean, they may get some traction. They may get people, like us talking about them, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. I mean, look at the polls right now. You still have the two, if say, for example, on the Democratic side, it's Clinton and Barack Obama. I mean, you look at Mitt Romney, who's a legitimate candidate. He's not a third-rate candidate, and he's 91,000 hits on his most popular video on YouTube. I mean, and we're also talking about an audience that is traditionally apathetic and hard to get to the polls. So, I mean, if we're talking about YouTube's going to all of a sudden make this candidate #1, no. They have a lot of power and strength.
Well, Ben Ferguson,
not that much.
Would this gel into something?
No, I think it definitely can. I think what you're going to see the biggest impact of YouTube and things like that is for these third-tier groups like the Swift Vote veterans that we saw have such a big impact over Kerry's campaign last time. I think groups are going to be able to say things. I think campaigns are going to use this to get people to say things for them that they want to get out on another candidate without having to take responsibility for it, and that can affect election. Do I think a third-party actual human being is going to come out of it? No. But can you possibly torpedo a guy's campaign and go after him and say things that you couldn't say officially from behind, a podium of a campaign? Absolutely, and that's where it's the huge value to campaigns that may not have a lot of cash to get their dirty laundry out there.
Ben Stein, if Ross Perot had the internet back in 1992, would he have won?
No, I don't believe for a minute that the internet is going to be decisive in this or that YouTube is going to be decisive. YouTube is a fun site. I love to go to it, but it's money and organization as always. I do keep thinking George Wallace, he was a charismatic guy riding the race issue like a lean, clean jockey and rode it very, very far. But I think even he with YouTube could not have gone far enough. It's just it's a game of money and organization. It's not about new technology.
And you need people in the street, and you need an organization, and that's what turns out the vote.
It's exclusive of that, right?